Welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome to another Call of Duty video. It's not a Black Ops 4 video today. Today we are talking about some very awesome brand new information about the next Call of Duty game coming out in 2019. There's no official name for the game yet, but we got some very interesting news and details surrounding Call of Duty the next Call of Duty game coming out this year. The gameplay in the background is two games. The first one is they're both from the brand new Arms Race TDM mode that was added to the game today. Had so much fun playing this mode. As I said in my video from yesterday, I'm so excited that they brought Arms Race back. It is such a fun mode, and hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. But we got some brand new, very interesting information from Infinity Ward and Activision today surrounding the next Call of Duty game. We have two articles here, both from Charlie Intel. One of them says, the title is Activision confirms Call of Duty 2019 coming from Infinity Ward, says game is rooted in franchise history, and the other one has some brand new details surrounding Call of Duty 2019 as well. I'm not going to read the whole article in this video. I'm going to just read some important points, and you guys, I'll leave the full article down below in the description so you can read it for yourself. But basically, starting off with the first article, some important information is that Activision said that the game is rooted in franchise history and that they'll have high expectations for the game, and he's very excited for this year's game and what it represents. So that's very interesting to hear. That whenever somebody hears the words rooted in franchise history, we automatically think back to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2 with, how fun and how good of games they were. That is automatically comes to our mind when we hear that. So this game could be on a caliber level of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. We don't know this at the moment. Of course, we won't know really any true information what the game is called, what the setting is until around about a month and a half. So that's something that you guys should be aware of. The next important thing that I picked from this article is we will continue to optimize in-game content this year to drive ongoing engagement and player investment, and in Q4 we'll have another major launch for the franchise that will appeal broadly to both existing and new fans in what I can only describe right now as a step forward in the franchise that is also rooted in some of the franchise's most important history. So that's a very interesting statement as well. This is a quote straight from the Activision Blizzard CEO. So this is very interesting to hear. Of course, when they say Q4, I said Q4 because that basically means they're talking about the end block, the last 4 months of 2019, basically. So that is very interesting as well. To say that it is a good game for both old fans and new fans, that's something huge to say. Because as you guys know, Call of Duty recently has been very much oriented towards the new player instead of the old player, so that's very good to hear as well. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that Activision has not yet announced any specific details regarding Call of Duty 2019 yet. Rumors have been floating around this year's title will be a new entry into the Modern Warfare series, but Activision has not confirmed these rumors, so that's a very interesting thing to say as well. We don't know if this game is going to be a new title or if it is going to be a branch off of the Modern Warfare series. When a little bit later in the video, we'll get some evidence that this is a brand new Call of Duty game, but who knows what could happen. They could really pretty much do anything at this point, but of course when we get there, we will get there. And then the final thing in the first article is that Activision usually reveals the new Call of Duty game sometime between March and May, which we already pretty much know. Normally, if you guys remember back to Black Ops 4, it was revealed on May 15th, kind of towards the end of May, so it could be something similar to that as well this year. Who knows, though? We've had reveals in the past that are in the beginning of May, even the end of April, so we'll just have to stay tuned to the channel, and I'll get all that information out for you guys as soon as possible. Now jumping into the next article, which is titled New Details on Call of Duty 2019 Campaign Confirmed Huge quote-unquote Multiplayer Mode and Co-op Experiences. So starting off with the title, of course, we already know that this game is going to be developed by Infinity Ward. They're on a 3-year cycle. It goes Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer. That's how it's been since Advanced Warfare. So that is how it's going to be once again this year with Infinity Ward back up to the plate. And a few things that I've taken from this article is, number one, Activision, pardon me, Activision has not announced any specific details regarding Call of Duty 2019 yet. Rumors, pardon me, I already read that. Sorry. Activision President Rob Kostich, during the company's quarter call, just confirmed this year's new Call of Duty game, which is most likely developed by Infinity Ward, which you already know, will have a campaign. So that is incredible. Campaign is confirmed 100%, and I'm really, really happy to hear that. I know a lot of people don't buy Call of Duty for campaign, but I personally love campaign. I've played every single Call of Duty campaign, and the thing that people remember most about Call of Duty yes, of course, they remember the first time they got a nuke in Modern Warfare 2, and they remember when they got the Moab, and all sorts of stuff like that. But something that really resonates in people is the campaign, and that's missing from Black Ops 4. And so I'm so happy they are having a campaign in this game. Infinity Ward makes incredible campaigns. If you guys didn't play the Infinite Warfare campaign, I would highly recommend you go back and play it, because it was a very, very good campaign, very well written, very good story, and stuff like that. Next, jumping in here, we have another thing that says the company said the game will have a new expansive campaign, a large multiplayer mode, and co-op experiences. So we already talked about the campaign, new and expansive. That basically tells me that this is going to be a completely new and original Call of Duty campaign, new characters, new story, new setting, very different from any Modern Warfare game or Call of Duty Ghost. Of course, we're going to have to see in the coming months when the game is actually revealed, but from reading this, we can definitely probably confirm and assume that this game is going to be a different crew of characters and a different type of game itself. The large multiplayer mode is a very, very interesting thing to me. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the video as well, and co-op experiences. So a brand new co-op mode, that's great. The next thing I highlighted here is a quote from Rob Kostich, the president of Activision, and he states, "And then if I look even further ahead to what Dennis mentioned, it's worth mentioning again, this fall's launch, I think it is going to resonate very powerfully with our community. It is an amazing game. It's going to feature an entirely new campaign, a huge and expansive multiplayer world, and of course some fun co-op gameplay. But from day one, what gets me really excited is every time we've shown this game, every time we've shown this title internally, it just creates a ton of buzz. Now, I wish I could tell you a lot more right now, but unfortunately, you're going to have to wait. But I think it's going to be really worth it. We can't wait to share it with the world." Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick chimes in as well to provide some additional hype for this year's game, saying that in his memory, he's never seen this much enthusiasm for a Call of Duty game. And I'll just say, when you look over the last decade of Call of Duty content, I think that Rob is underselling what the internal enthusiasm is. I haven't seen this much enthusiasm that I can remember almost ever. So we're excited about the fall release of Call of Duty content. So there is a ton of information in those 3-4 paragraphs out of this article. The big thing that I took from it, of course, besides the fact about the huge and expansive multiplayer world and the fun co-op gameplay, was how excited and how hyped even people within Infinity Ward and people within Activision are about this next Call of Duty game. That is great. Of course, Activision is always excited about the new Call of Duty game, and they're always really positive and have a very good outlook on the game, which I think is great. I'm really excited to see what they have to offer for this year, and just the fact that they're saying that they're super excited about this, and whenever they present the game, there's a ton of buzz and excitement around the development studio. That kind of shows some green flags, not red flags, about how this game is going to turn out. But there are some concerns about this, and that is number one, and most of all, the quote that says a huge and expansive multiplayer world. This worries me quite a bit. I don't know what this means, but what goes through my mind immediately is Battle Royale. That is what comes to mind immediately when they say huge and expansive multiplayer world. That makes me think just right away of a Battle Royale game, and I don't think Infinity Ward would get rid of multiplayer entirely, but it's a definite possibility. If you've seen how all battle royales have gone, even Apex Legends, Fortnite, PUBG, they are insanely popular. Blackout is even really popular as well. So it wouldn't surprise me to do away with campaign, but I really hope they don't, because campaign, I mean, battle royale isn't for everyone. Call of Duty fans love just slaying out, getting their score streaks, playing a quick 5-minute multiplayer game, playing an hour, and getting off and going on with their business. If you get rid of that campaign, you're going to make a lot of people angry, a lot of people unhappy, and that would be a very bad decision business-wise for Infinity Ward. But again, it could happen. It's very possible. But you can also take a negative and a positive from this huge and expansive multiplayer world. If what they say, if it's just standard Call of Duty multiplayer in this huge and expansive multiplayer world, this could be insanely fun. If it's, if they make the maps a little bigger, put more players on the map, have some B score streaks. I don't want it to be like Battlefield at all, but if they have some bigger maps, a higher player count, this game could be insanely fun. I mean, if there was ground war all the time, and then they had a ground war in this game could be insanely fun. So, and they could just dive in and they could go all out with the weapons, with the customization, with all sorts of crazy stuff. So, of course, that huge and expansive multiplayer world makes me a little bit nervous, but it also really excites me as well. And jumping into that fun co-op gameplay, this could mean a variety of things. They could bring zombies back, they could bring extinction back, and this co-op could also be their battle royale. We don't know at this point. We won't know for quite a while. But of course, I'll keep you guys updated on the channel for sure. So, I'd like to see Extinction back. That's just my personal preference, but we'll see what their new fun co-op mode is. And the last thing I want to take from this is another quote from Blizzard's chief financial officer, which states, "I will say that the team's building this game for us in Activision is building what they believe the best Call of Duty we've ever built, and that team is certainly targeting growth, even though we haven't put in our outlook in that fashion." So, I mean, Infinity Ward is really excited about this game, and that is always important. If a developer is really excited with their game, the odds of it being good go up very drastically. Of course, we have been disappointed in the past. I'm really hoping that's not the case this time. But I mean, I'm very much looking forward to this game this year. Hopefully, it's very good. Hopefully, it's exactly what they say it is. And we're just gonna have to find out here in the next coming months. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. It's a pretty long video talking about the new leaks and new information surrounding Call of Duty 2019. Of course, I'll keep you guys completely 100% updated on this channel, so make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to know more about what's coming up this year for Call of Duty. Again, as I said, I'm very excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait until April or May when we get a brand new reveal. We may even get an official name / date of release here in the next coming month, or even in the next few weeks, but stay tuned, of course, to the channel for that. But leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, make sure to check out all of my other recent Call of Duty Black Ops 4 videos. Yesterday, I did a SOG 9mm best class edit video, as well as another Black Ops 4 news video, which gave us some very interesting information about what's coming up in the current Call of Duty game, Black Ops 4. But I will see you guys on another Black Ops 4 video very soon.